just to suit their own interests. Madam Speaker, you remember even during the COVID-19, the law that was used for the president to declare curfews, it was a very, very old law that was passed, I think, in 1929, something like that, that had to use to impose curfews in the country. There are many other things. There's something called vagabonds, whereby you find that somebody who just found in town, if you don't have any money in your pocket and you're just loitering around, you can be arrested. There's something called loitering with intent. I don't know how they used to know that somebody who is walking around town, he has got some intention to do something that is not right. So I think this amendment is quite timely, and I think we just need to clean up those in the penal code and some other statutes that are still in existence, but they have been overtaken by time, so that we come up with laws that does not abuse the rights of our people. And many times we've seen, like I represent the urban constituency. Madam Speaker, you find, if you go to industrial area, you find people there arrested for crimes that does not even exist. So you find they are rotting away. They cannot even pay those small fines. And this is just great injustice. And we just need to find out how do we even decongest our prisons by removing some of these laws. Some of those things can even be dealt with at communal work. People can be given communal work and go home instead of going put in the prison. So this is a good amendment, and Madam Speaker, we need to support it and then find a way of even now looking more in our statutes to remove these archaic laws that are used to frustrate people and molest people. Madam Speaker, was once when I was in South Africa and I went to Soweto. And when you're in Soweto, the apartheid regime, when they were removing soil from the mines, they had to go and put a heap of soil just to prevent people that they cannot even look at the city. Looking at the city was even criminal. So you can imagine in your own country, and you are even being prevented that you cannot go to. You cannot go to Johannesburg from Soweto because they imagine that black people are criminals by nature. You are born a criminal. So anywhere you appear, Madam Speaker, you are a suspect. So these are some of the things that was the mindset of the racist colonialists had to use these laws, Madam Speaker, to frustrate the Africans. And sometimes, if you look at even the Chiefs Act, the Chiefs Act is the one that they used to use even to detain people, because some of those sections were not found anywhere. There was once even the late Honorable Ototo was arrested for something called warlike activities. If you search that law in our study, it doesn't exist. But he was arrested and detained for that, and he was the only person who has ever been detained for that kind of crime, Madam Speaker. So it is something that we must do and look at how we can clean up our statutes. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me, and I want to also thank Honorable Kikaria for bringing this amendment, and we need to do even more so that we clean up our statutes. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Member for Westlands. The Honorable Jessica Mbalu, Member for Kibwezi East.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to start by saying that I want to congratulate the Honorable David Gikaria, who is also my chairperson of the Committee on Environment, for coming up with this proposed amendment on the Penal Code. That is the Penal Code Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 56.